I thought the weather seemed a bit appropriate for where we're heading today. Doing something a little bit different. We are headed back to St. Augustine. This time, we're going to take a peek at this place that I found on the side of the road. Abandoned, creepy, probably dangerous, but we're going to take a quick peek and see what we can find. So let's go ahead and check it out. And cool transition, go!
What the hell is this?
Saw this off the side of the road. Let's get a closer look. I'm not sure what it is. Lots of wildlife back here. Oh, it's open. I don't think I should go this way. Oh my gosh. Hold on. A lot of sounds back here. Lots of mosquitoes too. I'm not gonna go too far in, but look at this. This is completely untamed. I think I'm gonna go back outside the gate. There's Amanda way in the distance. But I just wanted to take a peek inside for just a moment. Let's head back out. I'm not gonna go in there. Hey guys, I wanted to check in real quick and mention something. Now, this is, you can call this basically urban exploration if you want. And I know that conjures up a certain image of people like traipsing around these abandoned places with like N90 masks and flashlights and getting all these really cool shots and awesome scenery. However, this was spur of the moment for me, so therefore you're not going to see me go very far into this location. I didn't have any sort of like proper footwear or anything like that. I think I actually mentioned it in the video itself, that same disclaimer. It's always a good idea to be prepared if you're going to go do stuff like this. You know, I mentioned in my geocaching video too, bring proper wear. Some type of self-defense might not be a bad idea. Charged phone, snacks or drink, that sort of thing. So if you're planning some sort of expedition, these are all good ideas. Since this was spur of the moment for me, I wasn't prepared. I went out there wearing jeans and tennis shoes, and that was basically it. So you're not going to see me do too much in the way of full-on exploration, but it's still a very interesting place to check out. So let's go a little further in. Let's check some more of the exterior of this place. Very much closed, as you can see. See, right here on the side of the road, it's not exactly isolated. I'm so curious as to what this was. It looks like it might have been like some kind of mock-up fort. You know, like a place you'd bring kids up for a school field trip or something. I don't know. Let's get a closer look over here. Go back here and look around, but I'm ill-equipped right now, just in my sneakers and jeans. Who knows if there's any snakes or spiders or dangerous wildlife back there. So let's stick to the exterior. I don't want to stick. Look at that. It's amazing. It's right here on the side of the highway, rustling away. Whatever the heck it is. Beautiful. Again, same story as before, it's too overgrown. I don't want to listen. Sure doesn't look great. Now, after I did finish poking around in that place a little bit, I decided I wanted to find out a little more about it. It wasn't on any map, and I couldn't find any information. I had no idea what it was. It looked kind of like an abandoned fort, but obviously man-made, manufactured. Well, most forts are man-made, but I mean, in this case, like very much built to look more like a replica, or maybe like some sort of educational village type place. So I looked a little bit online and I found one article that was kind of interesting. I'm going to try to bring it up here on the video and kind of give you guys some thoughts about it. So let's take a look real quick. So here I have an article that I found from the Florida Times-Union answering a question that someone wrote into the paper regarding this same location off of Interstate 95 in St. Augustine. So as you can see on some of the highlights I'm doing here, the person who wrote in also wanted to know exactly what it was and some more information about it. Now, the editors of the paper wrote back and provided them with a little bit of details about this specific location, that it was, in fact, a closed-down tourist attraction meant to resemble an old jail. And now that was also one that is very similar to an attraction called the Oldest Jail out in the main area of St. Augustine. So it was probably a bit of competition, and my assumption is it just unfortunately couldn't deal with the competition from the more famous attraction. Mr. Buddy Hugh opened it in 1965, as you can see here. Or excuse me, opened it in the 50s and closed around 1965, and unfortunately the location just withered. But it does look like it had a little bit of a second lease on life, where the location was also used as a flea market for a little while before that inevitably dried up as well. Now, the gentleman who created the attraction, Mr. Hugh, did unfortunately die in the 90s. And that's showing a little information here, but he did leave a legacy behind of this old attraction for us to explore. So that was definitely pretty interesting. Still not 100% sure what it was, but I'm going to go with the article that I mentioned and kind of go with that basis. So I had a very interesting time just kind of poking around in there a little. Again, I'd like to have gone further, actually entered some of the buildings beyond, but you know, being spur of the moment and not properly prepared, my luck, I would have ended up getting bit by a snake or stepped on a rusty nail or a piece of glass or something. So sometimes you just gotta cut loose and run and live to fight another day instead of exploring an abandoned site like that one that's potentially dangerous. But I do hope that you enjoyed my quick little peek. It's always fascinating just to find these abandoned relics, these husks on the side of the road or in the middle of the woods or what have you. Just the relics and degradation of society just still sitting right out there for us to explore, like modern day ruins. It's very interesting just to imagine exactly what was going on there when it was open and what led to the state of decay it's in right now. But that's going to do it for now. So until next time, get out there and explore, but do so safely. All right? I want to see you guys come back here, check out more adventures and travels with me, and I want to see you guys doing it in a healthy and happy state of mind. Okay? So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, and keep exploring, keep wandering. Bye.